Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for SP500. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave Theory and provide multiple scenarios your price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 4-hour time frame and looking at this WXY count that we've been tracking for quite some time. Since basically these lows or these highs here, I mentioned that this is most likely not the connector if we are coming down. Because again, the 38.2 in time comparison to this whole structure of WXY should be reached for any connector, and this did not reach that. Although we did hit almost the golden pocket here, to me, I feel like the time element is almost, well, not almost as important, but is somewhat important as well. And to me, I feel like it would be better fitting if this was just a part of that correction that we are going to be having here. So instead of this being the connector itself, we would have something like this. And this would be something that we have been tracking for some time now. Let's see, where did I have it? Was it here? Yeah. And this was the main idea still, where we had ABC here, looking for a three-way structure into the wave B and then looking for higher. We had the possibility of having this as a WXY, but now we have already taken out the start of this whole wave structure, meaning that we can't, or is more likely to have this as a B, and C, rather than a combination of corrections. So that's why I prefer this, and we would be looking for a five-way structure off of here. Now, how are we going to be identifying that at all? Is if we are going to be getting a five-way structure off the lows, a diagonal, or just a clear impulse wave structure, and then three ways back. That would be the ideal area to look for buys here for that C wave. But it is possible to look for longs down here, even trying to catch the knife here or a bit lower and looking for that ultimate pivot for that wave C. Now, let's jump into the smaller time frames to take a look at where we might be at. Let's take a look at the 30 minutes. So again, here would be the end of wave A, and since then, this is the wrong count. This is the main count here. This is the where we have this as an ABC into W, ABC into X, and then we would be looking for a three-way structure coming down. Now, there are two different alternates here. Whether it is an ABC coming down or a WXY, we'll take a look at those both. And here we would have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into an A wave, three ways back into wave B. The B did not only get to the 2.36, so it is very small retracement. And then we continued the dump downwards as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The only issue with what I got with this count is that the third wave here just goes beyond the 1-to-1 before consolidation. Generally, that means that, okay, this is most likely not a three-way move, or it is a three-way move instead of a start of that five-way move. So instead of that, we could be having this as an ABC, and then some consolidation, just like we had here, and then we would be looking for a bit move down here again. So that again leads us to the issue where we have here, or what we have here. At the moment, we do have multiple divergences forming at these lows. So we could be having this as a wave 5 coming down. Now at that point again, we're not even reaching the lowest target here. So it is possible that we are creating a 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5, coming back to these targets that we have a bit lower down here around the 3500 area. Of course, we do have some targets here around 3590 as well. And we'll see which one is going to be taking. But yeah, that is the main idea we still have here. Now, just because this structure here was very three-wave-ish, there is also another possibility of this being something else. Instead of being A, B, C, we could have this as a WXY. It fits very well here as well. At that point, we wouldn't need to be looking into this very small time frame and look for that 1, 2. Instead, we could just say that we have that as a five-way structure coming down, and then three ways back into wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into that C wave of W, and then WXY or three-way structure here, whichever you want to be placing there. And then again, we would have, well, let's see, this could actually be just a, sorry, that would be WXY in here, sorry, there we go. And this would be the ABC here. that I was mentioning. And that would be like that, and here. And now we would be looking for that wave Y to come down to. And depending on whether this is going to be a five-way structure coming down, we could be labeling it also as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then even possibly some kind of diagonal here, or starting from here. I'm not quite sure. It could be that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have those divergences on smaller time frames already happening here, so it is possible that we have some kind of bounce to come here. Whether it's a wave B here basically before that C wave coming, not quite sure of that yet. Now pretty much the exact same targets we got here on a bit higher time frame as we did for the other one, so we can be arguing about the count, but the targets are still the same around the 470 area. I would give or take. It would be pivots for this structure over here and the 1.382. So yeah, those are definitely areas to look for and see how this is going to be forming today. Whether we're going to be getting some kind of wave B here, a wave 2 according to the other count, or we're just going to be blasting off of here. If we are taking out these highs, at that point we would go back to this count that we had. Let's see, this one, and most likely call that this whole thing is over, that this was indeed the wave 5. First, we of course would have to say that there is still a possibility of wave B, or this being a wave A, B and C, and doing something like that, but it would be really out of proportion because this wave 4 is already quite large compared to this wave 2, so I definitely wouldn't like to see the wave 4 bringing over here. Now if that happens again, then we might need to bounce back to the other idea that we had here, where we had this X wave, because X wave can take quite a bit longer time, where we would have something like this. And at that point we wouldn't really like to take out this amount of time here, because that is again the higher time frame structure, higher time frame degree. And if we are looking at 1-to-1, we're already at that point. So yeah, it doesn't really fit either the counts. If we are doing some kind of consolidation here, taking out these highs and starting to come down again, then I would almost fit into this WXY count a bit better, just due to the time proportions on the lower time frames for that five-way structure. But I think that is pretty much all the things that I wanted to say on SP500 today. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Links to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.